Welcome back to Ryan's Rundown. I know I haven't made one of these things in a couple weeks, but that's because not a lot has really been going on in the NBA. These Kyrie Irving trade rumors have really been the main thing that's been going on, so now that they've materialized into an actual trade, I think it's time to make a video talking about that. I wanted to go over three specific aspects of this trade that I thought were kind of interesting or that I wanted to talk about. So without further ado, let's talk about it. First, I want to talk about the Jae Crowder aspect of this trade. I don't think people realize how good a move this is for the Cavs. The Cavs last year split time at shooting guard between J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert. J.R. Smith is obviously a nice offensive player, but his defense is absolute garbage, and he was exposed big time in the NBA Finals. And Shumpert's a pretty nice defender, but offensively, he's just not very good. He can't shoot the ball that well. He's an average passer. He turns the ball over a lot. So Jae Crowder will be a huge upgrade over Shumpert on offense and a major upgrade over J.R. Smith on defense. Jae Crowder is known as a 3-and-D guy, but he's also a good rebounder. He can pass the ball pretty well, too. So he'll be a nice player to just slide in right next to LeBron, give him maybe 30 minutes per game. He can defend somebody like Klay Thompson, which is another thing I wanted to talk about. Crowder's really strong, and so in a 7-game series or something like that against a guy like Klay Thompson or even Kevin Durant, Crowder's strong enough to wear them down to a point where he might be able to make them ineffective. Crowder's also a nice pass interceptor. He can get into the passing lanes. So I think this is a really good move for the Cavaliers in terms of getting Crowder in this deal. I think he definitely makes them better, and I think that they look better on defense now. So I want to talk about how I think Kyrie fits into the Celtics offense. First of all, I think he makes their isolation game a lot better. He's a lot better of an isolation scorer than Isaiah Thomas. Kyrie will also improve in terms of the pick and roll type of game. So Kyrie's really nice coming off a pick and shooting the ball, and he's probably better than Isaiah Thomas at this, although they both do it a lot of the time, but Kyrie will definitely thrive in that sort of thing. He also has guys that will provide better spacing around him. He'll be able to get to the rim more and allow him to get both more assists and more finishes at the rim. He's also going to get more assists because now he's going to be the primary ball handler, whereas on the Cavs, obviously LeBron was the guy who held the ball most of the time. Kyrie will also be a nice fit next to Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward's actually an underrated passer. A couple of years ago, he was averaging over 5 assists per game. Lately, he's become more of a scorer for the Jazz, but he could sort of take on a little bit of a facilitator role, but he'll also be able to feed well off Kyrie since both of them can shoot and pass, and both of them are nice floor spacers who can also create their own shot. Also, Kyrie now has a big man who can pass the ball, Al Horford. So Horford is going to be a really nice addition in terms of getting Kyrie open for more threes and also getting Kyrie the ball on back cuts so Kyrie can finish at the rim. So I think Kyrie definitely will take his game to the next level, and I think in terms of improving the isolation and improving the passing, since Kyrie is 6 inches taller than Isaiah Thomas, I think this actually makes the Celtics offense slightly better. I've talked a lot lately on this channel about how I think the Celtics needed to take some of their assets and turn it into some sort of franchise player, whether that be Anthony Davis or obviously now they've chosen Kyrie to be the first person to make a move for. I think this is a step in the right direction for the Celtics. I know everyone's complaining about the Brooklyn Nets pick, but Kyrie's already an established superstar, and he's only 25 right now, and he'll be 27 when it's time for him to have a new contract. So he's going to be right in the middle of his prime, and the Celtics can extend him to a max deal. I don't understand why people really are upset that the Brooklyn Nets pick is now being traded. I mean, people were criticizing them just a month ago for not trading some of their picks for a star. I think that Kyrie definitely is looking better for their future than Isaiah Thomas was. Also, Jae Crowder being moved now opens up some more playing time for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to continue to develop. Tatum looked really, really nice in Summer League this year. I think this is definitely a step in the right direction for the Celtics in terms of turning them into a contender in the future. I think Kyrie is a better piece than Isaiah Thomas. Thomas will be 29 when he's up for a new contract, and he's already said he wanted the max deal. I personally don't think he's worth it, but I can understand why he's asking for it since he's never really been paid. Kyrie will be 27 when that comes up. Kyrie's overall just a better player than Isaiah too. So I definitely think that this is a step in the right direction for the Celtics. I hope all of you enjoyed watching the second edition of my rundown. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. If you disagree, agree, make sure to leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the whole Kyrie Irving trade. I thought that I should make a video on it at some point since it was such big news, and there's a lot of aspects of it that I really thought were kind of interesting. On a different note, I'm also going to be starting to make NFL content as well pretty soon, maybe even this weekend. I am not sure yet. But anyways, stay tuned for more, and I hope you guys have a great weekend, and see you later.